Hello and welcome back to IndustrialCraft 2. Today we're looking at duplicating items, and no, we are not cheating. There is actually a process within IndustrialCraft 2 that enables you to duplicate items at the expense of UU matter. Now UU matter is essentially something that is created using raw energy, and that's used the matter fabricator which does it. The progress is slow, but it essentially creates UU matter. This UU matter can be used by the next machine we're going to look at, which will then be able essentially enable you to duplicate pretty much anything that you want to at a certain cost of the amount of UU matter. So to make the UU matter machine, the matter fabricator, work faster, you use scrap boxes, and using scrap on its own is not a good plan. It just absolutely destroys it. But the scrap box lasts a lot longer, and it amplifies basically the abilities of the matter fabricator, making it run faster. The next machine that you're going to need here is the scanner. The scanner has an item bay which you put in the machine, that which you want to replicate, as it were. But to use this, you're going to need something, okay? And what you're going to need is silicon dioxide. And the silicon dioxide has to be made by clay dust. Clay dust is made by clay in a macerator. And what you need is 5 of these, and then you need 4 pulverized obsidian. Okay? So then you go to a bench, and you place the pulverized obsidian like this, and the silicon dioxide like that, and you get a crystal memory raw. Now what you want to do is then empty your inventory, find a furnace of some kind, and chuck this in here. And these items do not stack, but what we are making here is a crystal memory card. Now you take the crystal memory card and you place it in the scanner, okay, just there, like that. And essentially, when you place an item in, it will automatically begin to scan that item. It will take time, but once it does, you have the next machine you use, and that's called a pattern storage. And this machine stores the patterns, literally hundreds of them. And you can just go next pattern, next pattern, next pattern. Now the reason that we've set this up is because one of the hardest things to get on the FTB Revelations pack and the IndustrialCraft 2 in general is something called iridium. And iridium is used a lot in the high-end things, especially with the armor suit I'm wearing, the Quanta suit. This takes like nearly a stack of iridium. And this tells you here that the pattern storage is telling me that the crystal memory with the iridium ingot is going to take 120 megabytes of UU matter, energy 0, right? And then you've got the final machine, the replicator. The replicator, you simply click next pattern and it reads off of the pattern storage. And you have 3 options here: stop, single run, or repeat run. And because the UU matter is being created here with a fluid ejector upgrade in the matter fabricator, it then pushes it straight into the replicator's tank here. So you can simply have this running to replicate iridium ingots. Okay, so you're essentially using raw energy to create the hardest thing to find. Like literally, you can go mining for an hour in Revelations and not find a single iridium ingot. It's a pain in the butt. But this is how you replicate it, using the matter fabricator, a replicator, a pattern storage, and a scanner. So essentially it goes in 2 different directions. The UU matter goes from the matter fabricator into the replicator. You scan the item in the scanner with a crystal memory, which then automatically, once it's done, you click save. It will give you some options here, and it will give you the crystal memory. And then you place it into here, and then it tells you everything you need. And this, just by clicking next pattern, will pick up the iridium ingot and tell you exactly how many and what it is you actually need to do. So it does cost a lot, and you do generally have to try and farm the UU matter, and it takes a long time. But the more scrap boxes you use, the faster it goes, and generally is a bit better off. with that particular process. So the next couple of videos we're going to be looking at how these machines are made, but for this is simply this is how you replicate items within IndustrialCraft 2 using these 4 machines all placed together. I wouldn't run them off of normal. The matter fabricator and the replicator is not so much of a problem running off of sort of semi-normal power with an LV transformer, but the scanner requires such a lot of energy that this is running directly, ignore those, this is running directly off of a nuclear power source at the back there. Alright? Alright. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you soon.